I did pull this card right here. It's for a bonus reading for advice. We'll do that at the end. So the card we have at the bottom of the deck, this is for the general energy for this month of October, is the Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse is here, and it talks about reminiscing and thinking about the past, a person or persons from your past, a situation from your past that is making you feel sad. Could have been something you regretted or a bad situation that happened between you and somebody else. But this is somebody that you actually care about, you love, care about, and think about. And there was something kind of maybe a bad fallout between the two of you, or bad memories about this person. So there is something here about your past and some memories from your past. All right, so let's go into your reading here and see what else we have. The main card for you this month is the Nine of Pentacles. This is a beautiful, wonderful, strong earth energy. And this is a very independent person who is financially stable, financially independent, and also emotionally independent as well. This person is usually single, and they're able to take care of themselves. They don't have to be single, but they're very independent, okay? They don't need anybody else. They may want somebody else, or, you know, they may be single, but that they're very, very, very financially stable. This also could be a mother figure. It could be a family member. This could be a male or a female, because it is a general reading. But it's this beautiful energy of a stable person, financially stable person. This person's coming into your reading, and they may be there for you financially this month, giving you some financial help possibly, or just somebody you love and care about. The card that is crossing you this month, or could be a challenge or a possible obstacle, is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords talks about having a hard time making a clear decision, having a hard time having clear vision, having a hard time knowing all the information, having all the facts, feeling like you don't have the facts, feeling like you're confused, and feeling like you really aren't unable to really clearly make a solid decision. So it's like you need to make a decision, but you really are unable to. So that is definitely going to be an obstacle and a challenge for you this month. It's kind of like almost having anxiety because you feel like you have to make a decision. It may be even feeling like you have a lot of pressure, but don't let it do that to you. That part is the obstacle. The part that is not being able to make a decision, that's okay, right? I mean, we don't always have the information when we want it, but what's happening here in this reading, it talks about, sorry, I have to move the camera a little bit. Don't focus on the fact, for those of you that are having a hard time making a decision and it's wearing on you, allow yourself to accept the fact that you don't know the answer and that you don't have the decision, and don't put pressure on yourself for that. Just allow the process and try to take time, to be by yourself, or do whatever it takes to have peace about that. Because maybe it's just not time for you to make the decision, but don't allow yourself to feel pressure about it, or allow others to make you feel pressured about that. Because when you do have the time, when you do have the clarity, you will be able to make a decision. But right now, you don't know what way to go in regards to something. In your recent past, we have the Death card. So this talks about a Scorpio energy, possibly, but it also talks about something ending in your life. There's something ended, something drastically ended, not drastically, but this is a pretty significant end. So something ended in your life, okay? In your recent past, something ended. Something died. Something is gone. And that was your recent past. Also, like I said, it could be this Scorpio energy. And it could have to do with the fact that now something ended, a relationship ended, something ended in your past, and now you are thinking about that memory. You're thinking about the past. You're thinking about the ending of that, maybe how it ended, or Maybe things didn't end well when this ended, or there was something for you to learn. But now you are having some thoughts and feelings about that past or about what ended, because we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what's coming in for you right now, Cancer, we have is the Knight of Swords. And this is a person coming in with information, truth, knowledge, clarity. Somebody's coming in to give you some clarity and some information. And that is wonderful, because that could really, really help you make this decision. Because this could be the piece of information that you've been waiting for in order to make the clarity and have the clarity you needed to make the decision. Because the Knight of Swords is all about very, very fast, unexpected sometimes communication. And it's somebody that's coming in pretty fast, and they're pretty excited and wanting to communicate with you and give you some information. So it could be also somebody from your past. Somebody from your past might be coming in wanting to talk to you and communicate to you about this ending or whatever happened in the past between the two of you. If it's not somebody from your past, it is the piece of information that you are going to need in order to make a decision. And there we go. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, which means, my lovely Cancer, you are able to make a decision, because you are going to have this beautiful clarity coming in. This card talks about no longer having confusion, no longer being having, like, you know, the inability to make a decision. You're going to be able to make a decision now, okay? And that's the card that talks about what it is right now that you need to focus on, what it is your advice is, and your advice is to focus on making that decision. Focus on having that clarity. Focus on getting the clarity this month and making a decision, making a final decision. And you guys, looks like you will be. Focus on this person coming in. There is going to be somebody coming in. This could be an air sign. It could be an Aquarius, it could be a Libra, or it could be a Gemini. Of course, it could be just somebody with that strong air in their chart, or they might have some air in their chart. But this person's coming in for you. They are going to bring you some clarity and some truth and some information and some facts that you will be needing, and that's going to really help you guys. That's great. The next card we have is the Queen of Cups. This is a beautiful Cancer. It could be you, Cancer. It could be a Scorpio or a Pisces. This is in the position of what it is that you're looking for this month, striving for, hoping for. And Cancer, you might be just hoping to be very nurturing this month. You might be hoping to be nurturing, grounded in your emotions, creative, that creative, beautiful flow that allows you to create and be the wonderful Cancer that you are. You're hoping for that this month. And I think, you know, once you get this clarity, once you make that decision, you will be this person. You will be your grounded, creative, nurturing, beautiful self that you always are. But maybe right now you're not quite stable, of course, and sure about what decision to make. Okay. The next card we have is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you guys are looking at your situation as in this manner, where this is somebody coming in, or you're feeling this energy, which is the Queen of Swords is all about not really communicating in a healthy way, or not communicating at all. There's a lack of communication, or the communication you have with this person isn't very, it's not very thorough, maybe because they're focused solely maybe on one thing, and they're not able to really communicate more than just one thing they're focused on, blinding them from really communicating in a clear manner. This person also could be cutting you out of their life, cutting you out of your life, not talking to you. So we do have this Queen of Swords energy, whether this be you or somebody else, but this energy is definitely here. You're looking at your situation like you're not able to maybe make a decision because you don't have this clarity. You're overly maybe focused on something that is not giving you everything you need. And the next card we have, Cancer, is the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and this is in your surrounding environment right now, and it looks like there's possibly some kind of disharmony when it comes to a project you've been working on with others. Whatever it is that you've been working on with others, whether it be work, family, project related, vendors you've been working with, employees that you've been working with, family members that you've been working with, it definitely hasn't been working in the favor for harmony. Things have not been going well between all of you guys working together. So there's been a little bit of problem with that, it looks like. And it could have something to do with this Queen of Swords, you know. Maybe one of the people in the group, you know, isn't getting along because they're overly focused on one thing only, and they're not being open to everybody else's opinion, or, you know, they're being stubborn or selfish, and or they cut you out of their lives, vice versa. But there is a decision that putting you in a position where you need to make a decision and you don't know which way to go. So don't worry, don't fret. You guys are getting some clarity this month. Somebody is coming in. You will be able to make a decision. The next card we have is the Six of Swords in the upright position. This is in your hopes and fears section. So it looks like you guys are really hoping and fearing at the same time to move forward. You're going to be moving forward in a way from maybe this work situation or whatever this project was. It's ending, or it ended. And now you're moving forward and you're moving on into better waters. You're moving away from the negativity and you're being strong and you're moving on and you're starting to become positive and you're starting to let go of any hurts and the pain that you've been through from any kind of, mean words or bad situations that you've been through with somebody else. So it looks like you're going to be moving forward and healing from any kind of disharmony that you've had with somebody else. You're going to be moving away from those people and the situation mentally. You're going to be moving forward. And the next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. And this could be, this is a wonderful earth energy. It talks about a brand new offer coming in, a brand new start, a brand new beginning. And it's just the beginning of it. So it's at the early stage. This is brand new, something that you haven't, maybe done before. It could be a brand new offer of a job, a brand new offer of a relationship, a new offer of a project. But it's something new, and it's good because, whatever was not working for you in the past, it is time to move forward, right? If something doesn't work well, if something's not making money or people aren't really working together, then it is time to move off and start something new. And I do see you guys moving forward this month emotionally and practically with money or a new job or a new offer here. A person may be offering you a new relationship or a new job opportunity. So that's really good. You guys will be making a decision this month, and you're going to be feeling a lot more grounded and a lot more nurturing and creative again, because, when you're around negativity and things have ended, it's kind of hard to, be creative when we're bogged down with negative memories and things that didn't work out and a lot of deception or hurts. It's hard for us to be in our beautiful, nurturing, wonderful self and create. So I see by the end of the month, you guys will have clarity. You're going to have somebody coming in, bringing you that clarity and information. You're going to be making a decision. And you do have this energy, this beautiful stability energy here, whether this be you, Cancer, or it could be a mother figure or just somebody here. Maybe they're going to be helping you financially. Maybe they're going to be the ones offering you something by the end of the month. Okay, and so the next card we have for your last advice, your extra bonus advice card, we have the Two of Pentacles. Wonderful. So this also talks about maybe possibly making a decision, which could go very well with this Two of Swords. You might need to make a decision this month. Well, we already know you do. So this card could just be still reminding you to make a decision this month, and that you will be making a decision by the end of the month. Probably having to do with this offer. So it's, again, don't pressure yourself. In the meantime, manage yourself, manage your life, manage your finances, balance things back and forth until the end of this month. You're going to be able to balance things out by the end of this month. All right, Cancer. I am going to pull a Sacred Rebel card for you from my Alana Fairchild Sacred Rebel Oracle card deck for your final message. What is the final message for Cancer? Oh, that's weird. Okay, here we go. Heaven sent. You guys got heaven sent. And this is card number 33. I'm going to read it from my book for you. This is a beautiful white aura, the white light wrapped around this the person's head, this beautiful white light. It looks to me like your angels are going to be around you, giving you insight, clarity, and protection. So I'm going to read I am going to read it from the book here to see what the card really says. Just as we receive gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others to acknowledge how much we mean to them, so too we receive gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help, and it may be given in response to that request. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can also be given without us asking for anything at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it is our heart that cries out for help. While we are busy getting on with our to-do lists, we don't often stop to think about what our hearts might need. If we do, and an immediate solution is not obvious, we just get on with our life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might be resolved. However, there is a longing benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us, even when we are not quite so clear. This force actively seeks to assist us in walking our life path. That loving sweetness is being offered to you now, or soon will be, in the form of a spiritual gift. So you guys are going to be receiving a spiritual gift by the end of the month. And I see, and it goes really well with this Page of Pentacles. This Page of Pentacles, this offer, this focus, this new beginning could be that spiritual gift. Along with this clarity that you're getting. Somebody's coming in with a message for you, okay? That could have to do with your past and some bad experiences you had, something that ended, that's brought you a lot of sadness. You're going to be getting a spiritual gift this month. So I'm going to tell some of you guys that are stressed out about making this decision, is to have faith. Have faith and allow yourself to not know the answers until you know the answer. And have faith and practice patience and prayer, and you will be whole, and you will be able to feel your nurturing, loving self